Hi, my name is Hannah Martin, and I chose to present on the Teatralnaya station in Moscow. The station was originally called the Ploshad Sverdlova and was named after Yakov Mikhailovich Sverdlov, who was a prominent figure in Soviet Russia. He was the chairman of Secretariat of Bolsheviks. In 1990, the station was renamed as Teatralnaya after the Square of Theaters, or Teatralnaya Square, which included the Bolshoi Theater. The station was constructed by Ivan Alexandrovich Fomin, who was into neoclassicism, which, as an art form, involved the Greek and Roman virtues of symmetry. The station is located on the Zamoskvoretskaya line and opened on September 11th, 1938, as part of the second stage of construction of the Moscow Metro. As I said before, the station is located near the Bolshoi Theater in the Tverskoy district. Therefore, it is in the center of the city. It's just outside of the Kremlin, and it is located near St. Basil's Cathedral. Due to the central location of the station, the architecture is made to impress tourists and citizens of Moscow. The station was built during the 30s under the rule of Stalin. Therefore, it has Stalinist architecture. The station was built without an entrance hall, so the north and south ends lead to escalators, which are the Ploshad Revolutsy and Okapny Ryad, and all three of these stations are on different lines. The station is built with a pylon triple vault style, which means there are three parallel arched tunnels, and the Teatralnaya was built using mostly marble and included porcelain reliefs that were made from the demolished Cathedral of Christ the Savior. This is a picture of the station, specifically the tunnel that leads to the escalators. The arches appear to be tall, raising the ceiling of the tunnel. This reflects the common Stalin high-rises, which were skyscrapers built in the 30s under Stalin's rule. The marble illustrates a very modern and elegant look. On the sides, there are columns similar to a Greek and Roman style column. This reflects the neoclassicism from the architect Fomin. If you look to the sides of the ceiling, there are porcelain reliefs which show Soviet pride and culture. Here's a closer look at the reliefs. Reliefs are basically statues that are molded but remain attached to their background. So they are not separate statues attached to the ceiling, but they are molded from the ceiling material. The reliefs represented animation of Soviet dance, music, and daily life. Among the statues, 7 of the Soviet republics, specifically Armenia, Belarus, Georgia, Kazakhstan, Ukraine, Uzbekistan, and Russia, are illustrated. These sculptures are a prominent feature of the metro. As I mentioned, the Teatralnaya is in the center of the city, so it is important to incorporate and illustrate the rich culture of Russia to appeal to tourists and for the citizens to celebrate their pride for the Soviet Union. Here is just another photo of a plaque that is in the station that recognizes the names, both old and new, of the station, the date it was opened, and the name of the architect and sculptor. This is a view of one tunnel that the train runs on. As you can see, there are the Roman columns and the high ceilings and a bridge above. So after watching the movie, I walk around Moscow, and reading the article I was assigned, I saw some similarities and differences between those and the Teatralnaya. In the end scene of the film, the station had a pylon triple vault style and appeared to be made of mainly marble, which the Teatralnaya has as well. However, the station in the film seemed to be less celebratory of the Soviet Union. This leads to my thought on the reading I completed. The article talks heavily about the Ploshad Revolutsy. However, it mentioned how many stations built in the 30s failed to successfully combine art and architecture to fulfill the true meaning of being a Soviet. The article mentions how the Teatralnaya succeeds in this, mainly due to the tasteful reliefs and elegant architecture. Overall, the stations built in the 30s, to an extent, illustrate the Soviet culture while maintaining a pleasing visual appeal and architecture. And that is my bibliography. Thanks for watching.